Hey guys, welcome to episode 1 proper of season 2 here in my team on F1 2021. Earlier on in the week, yesterday, as you see this, we uploaded season 2 episode 0, where you guys saw the change from, thank you very much for a donation, I'll read that in a moment, the change from season 1 to season 2, where we redid the livery. We sorted out our second driver, our engine, and new sponsors as well, and had to think about what to do with the money and resource points we had. So, let's head to Bahrain. If you missed that episode, go and watch it. But let's head to Bahrain as we crack on. So, as you can see here, one driver change, as you will have noticed from the previous video. One driver change in this save. Fernando Alonso retired, and our former driver, Callum Ilott, has taken his place. That is the only driver change in the standings for this second season. Everything else is as it was. Callum Ilott, however, is now driving in an Alpine. Driving in an Alpine. You can see my sponsors there. We have £10 million available to us. And you guys were very, very keen that I spend some money on my personnel and marketing options here. So that is what I'm going to do. This is feedback taken from the YouTube video that we will action here and now. Marketing, that's 3.5 million. And activities management, that one we can certainly do. Increase your team acclaim and accelerate rate, 3.5 million. Yeah, go on then, why not? Let's do that too. We can't afford anything with regards to our R&D until we've gotten any more resource points from this first race weekend of the season. But it's time to head to the first race weekend of the season so we can see this car on track for the very first time. Simple but effective is what we've gone for this year. I've never driven in a white car on my team. Now is the time with the rainbow livery on the inside of the Halo 2. It is simplistic, but it looks really good with the white wall hard tyres as well. We might change the colour of the sponsors. I haven't yet decided, but for now, we're going to crack on. And it's time to head to Bahrain. Drop the video a like if you've enjoyed or you're enjoying this save. Subscribe to the channel here on ChesnoidPlays if you haven't already so you don't miss out on any more of Season 2. And of course, follow the link in the description to the Twitch channel so you can watch the saves live as they happen. To Bahrain we go. Having the extra straight line grunt means that I can throw on extra downforce and the car's just more stable. The extra power we have from the engine balances out the deficit we get from the lack of straight line speed, lack of downforce we had last year. That is a decent lap time. That is a decent lap time. Not quite as fast as my teammate. Still got almost 3/10 to find on my teammate, but will be competitive for points, you would imagine, judging by that. Will be competitive for points, you'd imagine. I hope, anyway. We should be.
It's time to remind ourselves of our top
we should be competitive. Q2 should be pretty straightforward. Q2 should be pretty straightforward. It's whether we can or cannot force ourselves into the points moving forward. That's going to be the question. Right, we'll skip P2 and P3. We'll take all of our resource points as quickly as we possibly can and throw them straight into development parts, provided we earn enough, which we have done. 850. If you could chip in with a few more than 100, Robert, that would be great. 2011, not quite. 2021, we're 10 short. There's some boosts, some acclaim as well. Lovely jobbly. And let me go and actually add an R&D boost to the list now. It's quali time. Couple of tenths, if that. It's good enough for P17. Out in Q1. Just. Out in Q1. Not quite got the pace. Not quite got the pace in quali. But hopefully, in race trim, we will be decent. Robert's only 14th. So it's not like the pace is in the car and I'm not finding it. The car isn't as advanced as we need it to be yet. P17, Robert goes through to Q2, but with the 125.3. Oh, have you seen the gap? 2 milliseconds. Milliseconds. 0-0-2. That's what we missed out by. That's tough. Welcome to Formula 1. Yay! Whoa! Hang on a second. What the fucking shit was that? Oh god, dropped a bottle. Jordan! Excuse me, chat. Love heart spam, please. Holy fucking shit, Jordan. 25 gifted subs. 20. Damn, bruh. Can we see our results from last year? We can. So last year we finished 17th in Bahrain, which weirdly is where we've qualified this time around. We certainly will be moving forward, though, I hope, with race pace. I certainly hope we'll be moving forward with race pace. I am going to spend some R&D points. I think I want to put them into aero first. Not the DRS slot gap, though. I want to put them into front and rear downforce. 13,250. That'll be ready, hopefully, before Spain, which is great. And I'm not going to have enough for that. But maybe after the race. Maybe after the race we'll have enough to throw the rear wing end plates on as well. That's going to be huge for us. It's going to take longer to upgrade the car moving forward now. But we're up for the task. We're up for the challenge. And we'll hopefully try and get it done. Right. We'll do a prediction in chat. And then we'll sort our strategy out. Presumably it'll be Mercedes on the front two. We're not mixing it up there with the big boys yet. It is Lewis and Valtteri first and second. How close is everyone else to Mercedes at the beginning of this next season, though? Half a second, if not more, for the McLarens. And a full second for Checo in the Red Bull. Yikes. So there should be... Ocon qualified 10th. Jesus. There should be not much difference between ourselves and a number of the cars in front, to be completely honest. There'll be no penalties at this stage, obviously, because it's the first Grand Prix, unless somebody's engine went bang in practice, which obviously it hasn't done. Right. Let's head down to the track and figure out what our strategy is going to be.
Here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down.
Reckons two-stop. Reckons a two-stop. Soft, medium, soft. We will go... Sorry, soft, soft, medium. We will go soft, medium, soft. We'll go soft, medium, soft. 17, 23, 17. We will underfuel the car slightly as well. Because that's the thing. I don't think we'll get lapped now. So I need to still be slightly reserved with the fuel, because I don't know what this engine does fuel consumption wise. So I have to be a little bit reserved in this first race whilst we figure out what the consumption is like of the Ferrari engine. But we'll go soft, medium, soft. We'll select that strategy, but we'll actually switch the second and third stints. We'll go soft, medium, soft. Right. To the formation lap. Here we go. 57 laps at Bahrain. Ready, steady, go. Oh, Tsunoda got off the line quick, but then got bogged down a little bit in the gears. We had a good start on Kimi in front of us. But then that Ferrari engine of his has dug in. It's going to be slow around turn one. Just trying to stay out of danger and not get any damage. I might get pinched at the corner there, but we've been able to stay... Actually, move up to P16. We've taken Tsunoda. Now, in a straight line, we do have the Ferrari power, but we are running extra downforce just to make the car a little bit more stable at the moment. So, because the car doesn't inherently have good aero and chassis still. It needs that extra little bit of wing thrown in to ensure that we're still okay. I might dive up the inside of Lance Stroll here. And we're right behind our teammate now. Up to P15. I haven't used any of my ERS actually yet. Right, thank you, Deprived. For those on the video that might not have made it in, Deprived is gifting 5 bits for every overtake we make. So we've made 2 so far. From 17th to 15th. Now, I want to keep an eye on fuel. We're 0.45 laps. I am curious to know whether this Ferrari engine is as economical as the Honda was, or whether we'll actually struggle for fuel this year, more so than we did last year. Right, we'll see what we can do against Schwartzman here. into the braking zone. He's gone a little bit... No, he hasn't. I was going to say he's gone a little bit defensive, but he actually tucked back to the racing line. So we'll try and take the inside line here, ride the curve a little bit. He's going to have the inside line here, so I'm just going to have to pull in behind him, but we should get the power down early. Stroll has also got the power down early. Now I'm a bit pinched here, because Stroll went to the outside of me, and Schwartzman was on directly in front of me, so I had to just go round the inside of Schwartzman. Stroll has made it round one side of him, I've made it round the other, and unfortunately our teammate has dropped 2 places, but we're up to P14. We did say we were aiming for points today. Whether we can actually get them or not is a different matter, but we shall give it a hell of a good go. Yes, we've swapped the Honda power unit for a Ferrari power unit as part of the deal to keep Robert Schwartzman on, who is a part of the Ferrari Junior Drivers Programme. So because we've kept a Ferrari young driver on, we've added a Ferrari engine to the car. The car is very understeery when heavy still. Need to work on that weight reduction with the chassis upgrades. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Give me that DRS. I'm desperate for it. Yes! DRS on Kimi Räikkönen. Let's go. Helps us attack Kimi. Also helps us protect from Stroll behind. I am having to use a lot on my battery here, though. I was just going too fast with my battery and my DRS and wasn't ready for the braking zone. Broke too late. We've held the position and managed to stay with Räikkönen at least. That's put me under a little bit of unnecessary pressure from behind though, and I was offline going into that corner, and Stroll will probably make me pay for that, and he has done. We're down a place. Oh, Schwartzman's going for it as well. Jesus Christ. Teammate out of nowhere. Stroll has front wing damage from that contact, you presume. Going around the outside here, that's throwing me well offline as well. Where did Robert come from there? Schwartzman just dive bombed. What the hell? Oh, we haven't quite had the ability to go far enough back because I went on too far. But Jesus Christ, I have a little bit of damage on the front left of my front winglet. You can see there. In fact, there's actually rubber tire scuff marks on it as well. Similarly, Robert has the same level of damage on the front of his left end plate, and Lance has damage on the front of his right end plate from where Robert just went fucking boss. Got my buttons all in a mix. Stroll is pitting for that front wing damage. Stroll is pitting for that front wing damage given to him by Schwartzman. I don't think that I need to pit. The car doesn't feel that affected by the damage that we've gotten, but evidently Lance felt that he needed to pit to change his wing there, and Robert has, well, kind of ruined Lance's race there. We were lucky that he didn't collide with me. He just arrived, didn't he? He just went for it. There was no holding back there. It has cost us 3 seconds to Kimi. The car doesn't feel like it's carrying any inherent understeer from that contact or from that damage. Robert getting very aggressive. Very aggressive. I don't know whether I like that or not. It does mean that those in front are now going to pull away from us, and it could have ruined both of our races as well. It's obviously ruined Stroll's because he's had to pit for a fresh wing, but it might well have actually heavily negatively impacted mine and Robert's races as well, losing the DRS to that train in front with the DRS.
Some information on Leclerc. They're slowing down. It seems like there's some kind of problem with their car.
And that doesn't really affect us at the minute, Charles Leclerc. It doesn't really affect us at the minute. I think he's the lead of the 2 Ferraris as well, so that's not going to be him in this gaggle in front of us, I don't think. We can check the race director and ask, or just check. It is Leclerc in this lead group in front of us. So Charles Leclerc in 10th is now going to be going a little bit slower, which should back this gaggle up into us. That might be why the gap to Kimi's been coming down so much. Because Charles Leclerc has got an issue. You can see the Ferrari just there going around the hairpin. So he's going to be going slower then. Other cars are going to be trying to battle with him. And he is P10. Leclerc is P10, so that's the points. Yeah, that gap is coming down quickly now. Leclerc is backing away. And one of the... I think actually Gasly's gone for it on him. Gasly's gone for the overtake. And he's passed. Okay, now is game time. Leclerc having that issue is going to bring us right back into the race. Because they're all going to get side by side into turn 1. Robert's actually gone defensive on me here, but now might be a great time to actually go for the overtake. Now that we've closed up on that group in front. Now the inside line here for turn 2. Slightly cut the corner a little bit. We've got the DRS, and we're almost within a second of Kimi as well. Perfect timing to take Robert Schwartzman. Thank you, Charles Leclerc, for having an issue with your car. You've brought our race right back to us. Perfection. It's not got any DRS, though. Kimi will get him now, and hopefully we'll get him down into turn 4. They're going to go aggressive. But yeah, Leclerc just must not have any battery power, surely. I'm going to go aggressive around the outside. I might find myself running into the side of Kimi, though, if we're not careful. Is there any contact between the Ferrari and the Alfa Romeo? There isn't. Leclerc now has DRS on Kimi in front. I've got DRS on Kimi in front, but... Oh, that is a lunge through the tiniest of gaps, my friends. That was fucking sick. That could have gone so horribly wrong. That could have gone so horribly wrong. Plane crash could have happened, but I broke, and Kimi broke earlier than I did, and there is such a tiny gap to get through there. How have we not made contact with Charles Leclerc? That's outrageous. Oh, that was heart in mouth. That was proper like, oh, heart in mouth stuff. Jeez. Wow. 2 places in a matter of moments. Up to P12. 2.6 seconds the gap to Gasly. And now our rival, Esteban Ocon, is the one we're trying to catch in the points in P10. Our scheduled stop is lap 17. But I may pit 16. 17 was what? Oh, they're going in front of us. Esteban Ocon in the pits. Our rivals in the pits. They might be 3-stopping. Some other cars in the pits as well. Lando Norris and a Red Bull as well. Max Verstappen. Maybe then that's the top 10. Yes, because Ocon did start 10th, didn't he? That's the top 10 that started on the worn tyres they had from their Q2 run. That's them pitting then for their first stop. So presumably they'll still go for a 2-stop. It's just that their medium stint at the end of the Grand Prix will be longer.
We're approaching the pit window.
That's a number of drivers. Daniel Ricciardo's coming out of the pits now. There he is. So we're up to P5. We're currently running P5. Well, Daniel will be overtaking us shortly, you would imagine. He's gone to mediums, actually, and I think a number of them actually are going to mediums as well. So a lot of the front runners are going soft, medium, soft. So then, pitting on lap 16 for a set of fresh medium tyres to take us, hopefully, as far as lap 40. At least lap 40, really, is where we want these to take us. I'm in the pit. A couple of others in the pits behind. We are getting a new front wing. So we'll lose some time there.
Go, go, go.
We'll try and make that back. We'll try and make that back. I don't know if Leclerc's issue has fixed itself, or whether Ferrari have fixed it. I'll ask about the driver in front.
Leclerc is ahead of you. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 2 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. They seem to have an issue.
He's still got the issue.
Last lap was a 1:31.4.
Okay, Leclerc still has the issue, which is good news. Because even though he's taken us, we should be able to get back past relatively sharpish. We need this tyre set then to take us to about lap 40. Charles going to go defensive. I kind of want to just hang back. There you go. We should get DRS there. We should get DRS because we were just behind over the detection point, which is exactly what's happened. And we should pull away now. Some other cars in the pits, including our teammate who's coming out now there in front of us. We're ahead of Kimi, but our teammate has jumped us in the stop. But that's because of our front wing change, not because of our lack of pace. And he's gone to a set of softs. So Robert is going soft, soft, medium. We are going soft, medium, soft. Leclerc's issue has been remotely fixed by Ferrari, and his car is now performing like a Ferrari again. Which is why he's right there on my tail. And Kimi is right there behind him too. Come here, Yuki. We should get him into turn 1 now. It's really slow under braking. Really slow under braking. This should be an easy overtake. It's gone defensive. That will be P13. Thank you very much, Mr. Tsunoda. Sainz and Gasly now in the pits as well. Sainz will be going to those mediums. Gasly will be going to his mediums. Sainz is out of the pits. We've taken Gasly though, and we're up to P11. Getting closer to those points, but also getting closer to running out of fuel. It's such an awkward position right now. Thank you for the follow, Pico. Count to Esteban is coming down now. It's under 8 seconds as everyone's tyres start to wear. He might be saving a bit of fuel though, which is really what I need to do a little bit. Yellow flag in sector 1. That's where my teammate is. Robert's binned it! Oh, Bobby! Robert spun at turn 1 on his own. Why you do this? Ugh, balls. Soft, medium, hard? Charles Leclerc's just run out of other options. He's gone soft, medium, hard. The Ferrari strategist is at it again. That's not logical. Alright, well, we should be safe from Charles behind then. Deary me. Ourselves, Yuki, Ocon, Ilott, and all of those in the top 10 apart from the front 2. Lewis is in the pits now. Lewis going medium, soft, medium as well. So Lewis isn't going to a second set of softs, which I thought he would have done. Tyre wear for the other drivers appears to be quite high, and they haven't, some of them haven't been able to go soft, soft. Some of them are still going medium, medium, soft, medium, medium. Well, he must have gone to mediums. He must have gone to mediums because there's no way he could take softs to the end. Yeah, Vettel and Ocon both going to mediums to the end, whereas Pierre Gasly has managed to go soft, soft, medium. So we'll be on a set of softs at the end. I assume Yuki will be too because he's gone as long as we have. We're currently running P9 and in the points. This is where our fuel situation could make or break our Grand Prix. Callum Ilott now in the pits, Checo in the pits as well. Our fuel situation could make or break our Grand Prix. We're up to P7. If I end up having to go slow at the end of the race to save fuel because we haven't been lapped, then we may end up losing positions. But if we do get lapped, or we're able to save some fuel without having to slow down, or without having to risk losing a position, then we could, yeah, finish the race in the points. Ideally, what I need to do, or what needs to happen when I come out of the pits, I need to be in someone's DRS so I can save some fuel down the straights. I can be in someone's DRS and I can save some fuel down the straights by letting off the accelerator a little bit and letting the lower drag, the lower air resistance on the car carry me a bit further. I'm not pitting yet, Jeff. We'll pit lap 40. Thank you for the follow, James. Welcome to the channel, mate.
Behind is 25.5 seconds.
I think I'll be fine. I think we're going to get lapped, but it will be tight. We'll pit 40 then. I'll try and use the DRS on Checo to ease off a bit in the the braking zone. Try and save some fuel because we'll come out 13th. It's going to be hit and miss as to whether we get lapped or not, you know. I don't know as we will. I think the Mercedes are going to be too far behind. We're going to have to save some fuel till the end of the Grand Prix if we're to make it to the end without serious issues. Slowish stop as well. Slowish stop. So we're going on to softs. We're going to be behind Charles, who's P12 on those hards. And I need to somehow... We're just ahead of our teammate in Yuki. Just ahead of our teammate in Yuki. I need to now somehow close down a 15-second gap to Ocon whilst saving fuel. Although the leaders are only just down the road. The leaders are just behind us. We are going to get lapped. Come on, catch us. I'm pretty sure we're going to get lapped because there's still plenty of time to go. I'm going to risk it. I'm going to risk it. And I'm certain we'll get lapped. I'm just going to go all guns blazing. All guns blazing. We hope to get lapped. And then not worry about fuel. Push, push. Game on. Catch those in front. 14 seconds. 14 and a half seconds to close. And 16 laps to do it. Come on. Game on. Come here, Esteban. That'll be P12. Candy from Baby, probably. Lewis is past Schwartzman, so we are, as things stand at the moment, the next car to get lapped. Although, we are about to overtake Charles Leclerc, so he will be the next car to get lapped. With us shortly after. Tsunoda and Schwartzman having a big old battle behind us, though. We've got the inside of Leclerc here, and we'll get that move done as soon as possible. The points are 13.7 seconds away. And Gasly and Tsunoda, not Gasly and Tsunoda, Gasly and Ilott are having a bit of a battle in front. No, it's Gasly and Ocon having the fight. It's Gasly and Ocon having the fight. Oh, please, both of you lose time. Please, both of you lose time. That would be points, or pointer singular. Now we're in an awkward situation. Again, because we're close. We're closing in on those in front. But I'm going to have to slow down to let the leaders through. And I don't think the leaders are going to get up to those that we're chasing by the end of the Grand Prix. So I'm still going to lose time. I need to get lapped to save fuel. I need to get lapped to save fuel. But at the same time, if I get lapped, I might not be able to catch those in front because I'll have lost too much time. Oh, God. Basically, they need to keep battling in P10 and 11, and we need to get there as soon as possible. And they need to fight as well. They need to fight because there's a World Championship point on the line for both of them. But if I have my say, neither of them will get it. I want it. Right, 4.5 seconds basically to the Mercedes behind. I need to let Lewis through at a place where I lose the least amount of time. This is going to be a tense ending! What a start to Season 2. Thank you for the follow, Creeper has powder. Thank you, mate.
Okay, at the current pace, we won't have enough fuel for the end.
I know, Jeff!
Consider adopting a more conservative strategy to preserve what you have left.
No, Jeff! We're going to get to the point where my tyre wear catches up to the medium tyre wear of those in front, and we don't catch quite so quickly anymore. I still can't see them. They've just gone around that final turn. They're starting to come to be within eyeshot. We can just see the back of Esteban Ocon in front. Existential! Thank you very much for the brand new Prime Gaming sub, mate. Welcome to the gang, dude. Appreciate that, my man. What I need to do to guarantee everything is to catch Ocon and Gasly and then slow them up into Lewis so that we force getting lapped. Because I'll stop halfway round the final lap at the minute and run out of fuel. There they are. There they are. There's Lewis as well. Oh, it's just all going to come to a head on like the last lap, and it's going to be just disgusting. Idea, plan, maybe. Follow Lewis up to Esteban and Gasly. Yes or no? I'll let Lewis through into turn 4. Right, we no longer have to worry about fuel because we've been lapped. We no longer have to worry about fuel. Now it's just a case of can we catch Esteban and Pierre with Lewis leading the way? And with DRS on Lewis as well, at least for this section anyway. Whether I can keep it moving forward, I'm not sure. Oh, God! With the first championship point on the line. So my front left tyre goes over 20%. I'm going to use my ERS to try and stay within a second of Lewis to get DRS. Please give me DRS. Please give me DRS. Yes! We've got DRS on Lewis. Come on! Let's get P10! Let's get P10! Let's get P10! I'm now more than a second behind Lewis, so I've lost my DRS. But they are going to have to slow soon to let him through. And I need to be as close as possible to try and pounce. We're only going as far as lap 56 because Lewis is going to win the Grand Prix in front of us. And we'll end the race practically right behind him. But this is going to be so close for one World Championship point in P10. But I need Gasly too. It's not just Ocon. I need both of them. I'm currently P12. I need P10. Now Ocon is going to get DRS on Lewis. I am on the softer compounder tyre, but my tyres are now getting very worn. Gasly's let him through as well. This is it. This is now a straight fight. A three-way fight for P10 and 1 World Championship points between ourselves, Pierre Gasly and Esteban Ocon. On lap 52 of, for us, 56, not 57. We don't need to worry about fuel anymore. We have DRS on Esteban Ocon now. Surely it's only a matter of time until we get P10 and we get this point. I'm going to have to get aggressive soon, otherwise I'm going to run out of time or tyres. I'm saving my ERS for when I need it most.
You might want to start being a little more conservative with your fuel.
No, Jeff, I don't want to be conservative with my fuel at all. I want P10, pal. Give me P11. 1 down, 1 to go. 3 laps. Everybody do a points dance. We've done rain dances. We've done safety car dances. Now we have a points dance. Do a points dance.
3 laps of fuel remaining.
We've got to get him into turn 1, surely. Now we use the ERS. That's why we saved it. Now we use the DRS. That's why we're close enough. Now we take nothing. He moved across in front of me. Now we take P10. Not quite as smoothly as I envisaged it. But we've gotten it done. .9 seconds behind. We're nearly out of DRS range of Pierre. Once we've done that, that would be, as far as I'm concerned, P10 safe. And we're a second ahead of Pierre now. So as we come around the final corner, about to enter our final lap, we've worked our way with strategy.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
And with so much luck, with Lewis lapping us, that we will score a World Championship point today. None of this would have been possible without the pace of that Mercedes in the hands of Lewis Hamilton. If he hadn't have lapped us, I would have had to have saved an extra half a lap of fuel. And we absolutely wouldn't have caught Pierre or Esteban. We would certainly have finished P12, if not maybe even further back, losing more time trying to save the fuel that we needed to finish the race. 2.4 seconds to Calamola in front. Our former teammate, of course, he started his career here at Bahrain with Chesnoid Racing last season. His career continues now after leaving us halfway through last season, as he's back in an F1 seat now with Alpine, and he's going to score 2 points to show for his hard work and determination to get back into the sport. Valtteri Bottas is now lapping the 2 behind as well, just to add insult to injury, letting them know that no, they will not be getting any World Championship points today, because the championship point is going to come to us. A GG! The biggest of GGs. 10 GGs. P10 World Championship points for Chesnoid Racing in the first Grand Prix of the new season. That is a sign of things to come for this second year. Points at the beginning, podiums at the end. That's the aim. Driver of the day as well. Let's fucking have it indeed, Tombo. Thank you, Slim Tricks and Misty and Swezzy for the follows. Ches Points Gaming. Ches Points Racing. Let's go. P10. Ah! The faith in the car pays off. We might not have qualified well. We might well still have work to do in the development of the car. But we are challenging for points at the very beginning of Season 2, which gives us hope that we can go from the back to the points in Season 1 and from the points to the podium perhaps in Season 2. Lewis leads the way. Valtteri gets the fastest lap point. We were only 3 tenths behind, 4 tenths behind Valtteri with regards to that fastest lap. 17th to 10th, and we get driver of the day. Unfortunately for our teammate, he finishes down in 15th and actually goes backwards, which is a shame, but mainly because of the progress of Esteban, or myself and Pierre Gasly, actually.
And we'll see you for the next one.
Oh, dearie me. Sainz from 11th to 6th as well. That was a hard 4 hour and 20 minutes. Thank you, Nath, for the 2 gifted subs. I appreciate it, dude. Dylan and Ogazi, welcome to the gang, lads. Thank you for the 100 bits. Really awesome, man. Viva la cheese, indeed. Our power advantage really came in handy, which it absolutely did. We are ecstatic. Really glad we can live up to everyone's expectations. Thank you for the 12 bits, Deprived Souls. Thank you for the follow, Vlad and Archie. And thank you, Mark, for the gifted sub as well. That's gone to Shawsy. It's very kind of you. We beat Esteban Ocon in the rivalry, so our acclaim is going to be getting better and better. He might have beaten me in qualifying, but we have the race pace. At least Robert finished. Yes, definitely. He could have perhaps ended up with a DNF, but he spun, unfortunately, didn't he, halfway through the race, which cost him quite a bit of time. But we get $800,000 from our three now main sponsors. The money's coming in, the performances are coming in, the growth of the car is coming in, and the points are coming in. Go to event, driver awareness +7 or racecraft. Racecraft, I think. We'll leave the routine as it is for Robert Schwartzman. So how many resource? Oh, we got a sponsor that's run out. Both PSD and Zaynetto. I'll renew both of them. I did look at all the sponsors when I was starting the season, when looking to get Atlantic on, and these two are the other two that stand out. So I will just renew those two. Activity-wise, we can do a lot here. I'm going to not ruin the morale of any of my departments. But we could certainly improve the morale of some of our departments. Aero team as well. Driver focus up 1. What do we do here? How many? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we can do both of these. Fantastic. Right, that's all of our time taken up to take us to Spain. What can we afford R&D wise? At the minute, nothing. Nothing of any real note. We need 1,300 or 1,300 or 1,300. And we need 1,200 or... I can't get there. So, fuel economy is going to be important this year, evidently. If Ferrari could... Oh, it's just general wear. If they could sort the fuel consumption of the engine out, that would be great. Supplier upgrades. What have we got next? Turbo size and valve timing. That's not really going to do anything for our fuel economy, so we're going to have to manually do that. We'll save for now, and we'll advance time. All of the personnel upgrades will complete. We should get some resource points soon. Power equipment upgrade, good. The lightweight wheel rims failed.
But some of them have failed quality control. We'll need to tell the team what to redevelop via the R&D screen.
It's frustrating. Part failed. 0% chance of failure. 300 resource points is what it will cost us, but we need to get it done. We need to get it done. Hopefully the other ones pass. External training. Resource points. Got a marketing department event.
Has requested your input on this one.
I'll ignore. I'll ignore.
Social
media crisis. Still can't afford anything resource point wise, so we need to keep advancing. ECU's passed. Strategy conference, more acclaim. Okay. Weekly resources come in. A season break.
For the next Grand Prix.
There's a bit of a break between now and the next Grand Prix. Well, I needed 1,300. In fact, there's a full month between now and the next race. I needed 1,300. Fabrication there is not necessarily important. I haven't got enough money to do the quality control. Resource point generation is 6 mil as well. Right, we'll save our money, and for the time being, we'll save our resource points. Wheel rims have passed. Right, I need some more. Whoa! Look how we've shot up the chart. We're now above Ferrari and Alpine as we approach the Spanish Grand Prix. We have flown at chassis department. Resource points, 750 resource points. Get in my back pocket.
But I think you made the right
Huge, huge, massive, and very, very important. Right. I don't want the DRS. I want front wing downforce is very nearly finished. Rear wing downforce. Let's do that. 11th of May. Up we go. 600 resource points left as we approach the Spanish Grand Prix. Front wing end plates. Pass. Yes! Weekly resources. Another 250 resource points and 1.25 million to the bank. More resource points and more money.
Okay. We've had
Another event.
come through the fabrication
Awareness
We'll
plus
have them with
5
us for the
racecraft
next
down
topic.
5. I'm going to
We need
go
your input on how
awareness
to
down
address
5
emissions
racecraft
to
up
handle that
5. We'll ignore
Thank you.
that. We'll ignore that. That'll be fine. Right, I've got 1,100 resource points, which isn't quite enough. I don't think it's not quite enough. We do have a decent amount of money though. Good. The wheel rims have passed. 11, 19. Oh, 850 for cockpit weight reduction. Done. That'll be done in time for Monaco as well. Bang. There we go. Nice. That one was just cheap enough at just the right time. Right. We jumped Aston Martin. We are now the 4th fastest car on the grid. All of those developments coming in at the right time. We're now the 4th fastest car on the grid. We have shot up. 7.74 million. Resource point generation or fabrication? Resource point generation, I think. And I'm going to do it for the aero. Resource point generation for the aero. $6 million. Oh, Jesus, and breathe. Now, Spain, as we found out last year, is absolutely a terrible circuit for me. The AI are very, very strong in Spain, so we will probably only be challenging for a similar position and similar points finish to what we were in that last Grand Prix. But moving forward, we are now in a serious position to challenge potentially, for some podiums around the halfway point of the season. Maybe. Depending on the progress, we might be upping the difficulty level before the end of the season. We'll have to wait and see what happens. But that is going to bring the end of this YouTube video. Thank you so much for watching. I am live again tonight as you see this. Drop the video a like if you've enjoyed. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you don't miss out on any further content. Spanish Grand Prix coming this afternoon, 4 PM on Friday. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.